Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to Breaking Bricks. I'm your host, Neil. You know, this is week 17 of the Sith Temple of Malacore. It is time to get this thing as finished as possible. We got Brick World coming here next month, so we got to get this thing kind of finished up. You know, of course, we got a lot to talk about. After we get this thing kind of finished up, you know, we got the final where I'm going to show you everything that we got done with it. And then I want to do a follow-up video with it here before we go to Brick World. And I want to spend a little time talking about it. But, you know, let's not talk about it. Let's just get to it. Well, hello, my friends. We are getting close to being done, but we still got a lot of work to do left. Not a whole lot of work, but we got some work left, and it all consists with the top of this thing for the most part. You know, I still got some details to work on down here as well as up there, and a couple little things I'd like to add and build and surprise. I do plan on showing this, and I'll be able to show this while I continue working on it as well. So right now, we're just getting our basic concept for the top down. We'll get our doors on, our hatches, and then we'll figure out how the top's going to look. And then eventually I'm going to try to add motors to this so those doors go up and down, and the same with the paneling top for the smoking hatch. But right now we just need to get that kind of stuff done, and then we'll focus on motors much later. Because, you know, that might be a redesign on the whole top here. The cool thing is all I got to do is pick it up, take it off, and I can go work on it someplace. But because of the power wire that runs up from the bottom up into this, you know, I've got to build like a like I had it originally, you know, setting on some part crates just to kind of let it dangle down and still give it support. So, but anyway, we got a lot of work to do, so let's just get to it. All right, we're going to start with these facing panels. We knew the size of them because they needed to build those first. It dictated on how the inside structure was going to go. Alright, so we'll start off simple. We'll kind of work on how the top of the temple is going to fit together. I also need to figure out the doors as well as the top paneling. Now originally I wanted to work some kind of motor into this, but there's no way I can put those in. There's just not enough room to house the motors. Alright, so I'm kind of building the first one as a base idea, and it'll tell me exactly how everything else is going to go. And we're just going to follow through. Panel by panel, strengthen them in. Make them durable. Now I fought with myself many times throughout this build on exactly how I want to put the detailing into this. I've had a few different concepts over time. Ultimately, that's just the work of an artist. You know, you're trying to figure out exactly how you want it to go, but ultimately you end up coming up with something pretty cool. Alright, so we're getting these doors done here for these outside paneling for the top. Alright, as you can see, it's getting the detailing in place here. And we're still working it all out. Alright, as we get the top here going, I got a good idea on how I want all this to go together too. And we have to keep in mind of the smoke shaft. So as you can see, we're just keeping it pretty simple here. piece by piece, it all goes together. Alright. So ultimately, as we fire the geyser through this thing, it should come right through the top. But we are nowhere near finished with the tippy top of this. And we still got more detailing on all the rest of the panel work to go. Once again, those motors keep popping in my head, but I really don't think it's going to work. If I can figure it out here, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, we got more work to do. Well, my friends, we're going to cut a little short early this week, simply because I'm close to being done. You know, there's some things I need to do on here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that finished up. So there's not going to be another episode to this build. The next episode will be the final. Even though I'm not technically done with this, I want to try to get the top of this with the panel pieces once I get them all together motorized, and that's going to take time. But this has to be in a show, so we're going to get a show ready to be shown. We're going to take it out, we're going to go show it, and then we're going to bring it back and we'll fart with it a little bit more. But of course, you know, I've got lots of other things planned coming up, so we have all that to look forward to. But anyway, if you liked what you enjoyed here this week, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets me know I did a good job and suggest this kind of content to anybody out there that might be into it. Of course, if you got a good idea, want to talk Lego, Star Wars, whatever, put that down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And of course, we cannot grow here as a family unless you hit that subscribe button. It takes you a mere half second, but please, it does mean an awful lot to me. And I'll see you here next time on Breaking Bricks.